We're in a tornado! Don't worry, guys, I'll get us through. We're gonna go straight through it. Okay, really? I'm in a hotel parking lot in Hollywood, and I came here to meet extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer, the star of Storm Chasers on Discovery, and his crew. Nice to meet you, Reed.
Hi, I'm Joel. Joel, we gotta turn around. We can intercept this.
Joel Taylor, I'm the driver.
Hey, Reed, this isn't safe right here.
Chris Chittick, videographer.
This is the Dominator.
Yeah, this is our tornado tank, and it's got bulletproof armor on it, and it's specifically designed to drive into tornadoes and record measurements with our anemometer, radar, and air cannon system. The whole purpose of the vehicle is to drop to the ground and eliminate the wind going underneath, because if you do that, then it won't behave like an airplane wing where you have lift, and there should be downward force because of the way the vehicle's shaped. And if you get in here, raise it up to drive height where we go down the highway, and then we'll get in the path of the tornado and drop it to the ground.
What kind of looks do you get from people when you're driving this thing around? I mean, because you know, somebody who hasn't seen the show or doesn't know what this is, do you get a lot of strange looks?
Yeah, we get a lot. We get a lot of strange looks. I mean, sometimes you'll even forget because it looks like a Tahoe on the inside, and people are driving by making crazy faces. And
do the cops follow you?
They do a little bit. They pulled us over just to check out the vehicle. Actually, that's happened a few times.
I saw the episode where you found the guy, the body, before he was alive. But
yeah, we thought he was dead when we first came up on him, and we thought it was the worst case scenario, and felt totally overwhelmed in there. But thankfully, he was alive. He had a severe spinal injury. So we found a paramedic, we gave him water, carried him out of the damage path for about a mile, and then our medic applied emergency first aid, gave him IVs and neck brace, and called in a helicopter from the local hospital and flew him out. And we recently went to see him, and he's paralyzed but slowly regaining feeling in his legs, and I think maybe in 2 years he'll be able to walk with a cane. So
you might have saved his life.
Our Discovery medic definitely did. I mean, we're all going to try to get first responder training in the off season this year because of that, because we've never run across something as severe like the Yazoo City tornadoes.
So you've never actually found a dead body? Or
no, thankfully not, yeah. I mean, that'd be my worst nightmare. It's definitely the dark side of storm chasing. Gotta jerk it. We've intercepted 10 or 12 tornadoes in this so far. One last year actually blew our window out. It was in Nebraska, and we deployed. And this window was down, and the bulletproof glass last year, this is the Lexan right here, we had to lift that up manually, and it got stuck, and we were inside the tornado, and I rolled up the regular glass, and then it blew out into my face, so that was intense.
And what's the biggest tornado you've been in?
The biggest one I've been in is EF4, and it was about a mile wide. And we were actually in there for probably 2 or 3 minutes. We were in there for a long time because the wedge tornadoes, any given point is inside the tornado for longer than the smaller ones. And the strongest wind speed we measured was 200 miles per hour in the straight up, right above the vehicle with our radar. So
it's a high stress job, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And how does it work when you're out there? For instance, well, I hear that you want to chase everything.
Joel, we gotta turn around. We can intercept this.
Sometimes not everybody wants to chase everything.
That's true, yeah. And last year, you know, Joel, he runs a real estate business in Norman, and you know, he had some other obligations and couldn't storm chase, and that kind of led to some arguments. And it is a high stress situation, but you know, we'll argue back and forth, and you know, I tend to get overexcited and you know, shout a little bit too loud. But you know, we don't take it personally because we just try to get from point A to point B, and to make quick decisions out there and get inside tornadoes, you have to work well as a team. And thankfully, Joel is back this year driving for us, and you know, he's one of the best drivers out there because he was born on a ranch, so he can drive on all those mud roads.
So I know as part of the team you got to wear flip-flops, and so that's why I'm in my flip-flops today.
I love your flip-flops. Yeah, that's perfect for storm chasing.
All ready to go. How did you get into this?
I've just been obsessed with weather ever since I was 5 years old. I'd watch the weather on TV 14 hours a day, and as soon as I was 16, I had a 1985 Plymouth Reliant with a broken muffler, so you could hear it coming from like 10 miles away. And I just got in that and drove into lake effect snow squalls and tried to chase storms, but didn't see my first tornado until Oklahoma in '98, and that's when I started going to school down there for meteorology. But this just pops right up. I can show you the... This controls our air cannon system right there. And basically that big red button right there in the middle of the car, you hit that, and then it shoots instrument probes into the tornado. And it sounds like an elephant mating call or something when you launch them. It sounds pretty funny. And they shoot the probes about 50 feet up, parachutes deploy, then they get sucked into the tornado and they're carried around inside. And here's an example of one of the probes that we shoot off.
And then they're just gone, you never get them back, right?
Well, we track them with GPS, so we have to find them to pull the data off. And that's the GPS sensor, and that measures temperature, moisture, and pressure.
How much gas does this thing take?
Well, it's just a regular Chevy Tahoe gas tank, so I believe it's 20 gallons.
That's what it is underneath a Chevy Tahoe?
Yeah, it's a Chevy Tahoe under the shell, and it takes just normal unleaded gasoline, and it gets like 14 or 15 miles a gallon, so it's green in terms of tornado tanks as well.
Have they contacted you about some kind of like advertising thing and say, you know, Chevy Tahoe, built for a tornado?
They haven't yet, but it's definitely a good vehicle under there.
And these just regular wheels?
Yeah, well, it's bigger 5-ply tires, and that helps us get through the muddy farm roads when we try to intercept tornadoes, because we go down some ugly roads. I got stuck several times and have had to spend the night in my vehicle in the middle of nowhere several times.
And you also track hurricanes as well?
Yeah, we chase hurricanes every year. We chased Hurricane Katrina and actually lost our Honda Civic to the storm surge down there, and had to ride out by fishing boat and then hitchhike back to Oklahoma. So that was definitely intense.
So you said I can take this thing for a spin?
Yeah, you definitely take it for a spin on what is this, Hollywood Boulevard here? You got to drop the hydraulics out of that happen. So you raise up first.
Okay.
So, or push this switch toward us.
Up.
Yeah, the tornado's coming. It's coming. It's coming fast.
We're dead already with me.
You raise it up, and then you push in the parking brake.
Okay, push in the
push it hard toward me.
Toward you?
Toward me. Yeah, that raises it up.
Okay, here we go.
So it rides smooth.
It does. Wow.
People probably think there's a tornado coming or they're under attack, one or the other.
I know. Or they like, oh my God, it's the Unabomber.
It feels safe driving this thing though, doesn't it?
Oh, I know, it does. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
How much does this thing weigh?
About 8,300 pounds.
So have you ever had any accidents in this?
Yeah, we actually got in one about a week ago in Times Square, just a little fender bender.
You drove this in Times Square?
Yeah, but the traffic there is scarier than any tornado, to be honest. But yeah, a car ran into us and they had a huge dent in the side of the vehicle. Of course, we were fine. I can show you the windshield wiper system if you want to see that.
Yeah.
I used to need a triple spray system.
When you pull up to the gas station, do they wash the windows for you?
No, definitely not. Most people are just kind of speechless.
I gotta go around the car. Do we have a wide turning radius? Oh,
there you go.
I'm wondering about the guy with the mask.
Whoa, that's kind of scary. Oh my goodness.
He looks like he should be driving this thing. Do you ever drive with the mask metal?
Sometimes though, we take this down like a dirt road, all the dust gets funneled into the vehicle. So it's basically like a vacuum cleaner going on dirt roads, and a lot of times we'll have to make masks out of paper towel and everything and wear those because it gets so dusty in here you can't even breathe.
What's the fastest you've gone in it?
Oh, of course we never go over the speed limit, but but it can go max speed of about 110. We were in the desert in extreme West Texas, southeast New Mexico, and we had it up over 100 for a while. So.
And you have to throw it in reverse sometimes, right? Because you were getting away from the tornadoes?
Yeah, a lot of times we have to flip it in reverse, and you always need an escape route. And we don't want to do that on a busy road, but if it's an old farm road and the tornado's too strong for us to intercept, sometimes we'll put it in reverse.
This is really cool. I can't even believe I'm doing this.
Well, if you want to come out during storm season, you could drive into a tornado with us.
Absolutely.
So. You should just drop the hydraulics in the intersection here and see what happens.
Yeah, they can't make
traffic.
You move. Do you ever get a ticket in this thing?
No, we've never gotten a ticket. I parked in some suspect spots before and just dropped the hydraulics to keep it from being towed, but no, I'm just kidding. A lot of driving. I mean, we pretty much live in this vehicle. That's probably why it smells kind of musty.
How many miles did you say you put on this thing in a year?
Probably about 40 to 50,000. So I think we've had it for 2 seasons, and we have over like 114,000 miles now. So.
Okay, we're back at the hotel, and I didn't kill anybody yet. Oh, as I
drive over the Mercedes there.
Yeah, everybody backs up. People don't, right? They just kind of get out of your way, right?
Yeah.
There's not
definitely.
too much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Got it in park. Should I? Oh no, I don't want to turn it off because I gotta.
Either way, is it off now?
Okay, and then toward you.
Yeah, toward me to lift it up.
How much does this thing cost? Can I ask you that? How much does it cost?
I think it costs us about $70,000 in additional stuff. And I sold video for years to clip shows and saved up for it, so it's kind of our baby.
Well, anyway, really cool. I love it.
Thank you. I really enjoyed having you.
Quite a vehicle here.
Than's for having us on your show too.
Let's see if I can figure out how to open the door. How do I?
It should be unlocked.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah, I gotta hit the unlock first over there. Right there. See that?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you should be able to just open it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We got a problem, Chris.
Oh. I'm locked in. I'm the driver this season for sure. I have to crawl out the window.
Dukes of Hazzard style.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think I'm locked in.
The door's stuck.
Oh,
there we go.
See?
I think the door handle's busted though.
You mentioned the scientific side. I mean, do you want to do more research, or what's your plan for this for the long run?
Yeah, we have the book Into the Storm that just came out last Thursday, or October 14, and we have the show and everything, and all that funding just goes into our research. So we have the radar on the roof, the air cannons, and what we want to do is get a 3D MRI of the meteorological variables inside a tornado. So measure the wind speed right at the ground, because that's the wind that causes the damage, and that's what we're most interested in. And computer simulations have shown that winds could get 400 or 500 miles per hour in a tornado, and we want to verify that they can get that strong. And to do that, you have to get really close, if not inside, and to safely do it, you need a vehicle like the Dominators.
Well, one of these days, I'm going to come down to Oklahoma.
It'd be great to have you.
Pick it up again in the Dominator.
Definitely. Did great driving, by the way. You're a pro.